What's going on, guys? So this is going to be like a bit of a chill one today. It's a bit of a monthly recap. Just what's been going on. What's been going on in my world, in the world of fitness, business, just random shit. Just hanging out for a little bit. So it's a bit of a more relaxed one. Will you learn stuff? Maybe, but you might not, and you might just be here to hang out if you like fitness and business and you just want to switch off a bit and see what's going on in my world. I'm just going to go like open dialogue, ranting here a little bit and keeping you guys in the loop, because I used to do that on my YouTube all the time, just keeping you guys in the loop with what's going on, and I forget because I've been busy. So I thought I'll just jump back on here and talk a bit of shit and connect with you guys and see what's going on. So bit of a monthly recap for me in my world. It's been decent. It's been decent for September. It's been all right. There's been some pretty cool wins. I thought I actually might like bring up some wins from the students, like the coaches in the blueprint, and talk about what actually happened. So, and what led to that. So if I jump on September wins. So bang, we got George, biggest month to date at 24.6K with 22 already banked in recurring revenue. 30K September loading. So he is on track actually to hitting 30K in September. Like he's pretty much, I think he's already done it, which is pretty sick considering he actually wasn't a PT at all. He wasn't an online coach. He was just working a different job, but very good at sales. Talk about this all the time on the podcast. Getting good at sales is like, I feel like it's a shortcut. And also, he's just like a really nice guy. So like when you speak to him, you're like, damn, this dude's just like he's so friendly. He could probably sell me on anything, to be fair. I'd probably buy it, even if I didn't need it. He could sell me a piece of shit with wheels on it and call it a car for 30K. I'd be like, oh, yeah, got a good point. Duncan, finishing the month with 27K in revenue, 21 cash collected. That's crazy. He's got like 700 followers or 900 followers, but dude works hard. He works hard, and I think that's why he applies all this stuff. Like if talk about this one method is really cool. One of the guys did 11 grand in coaching revenue in his first 4 weeks, and I was like, dude, what did you do? And I looked at the chat in the WhatsApp chat, and he's like, I did the outreach method. I hit up everyone on my contact list. I'm like, sick. How'd it feel? And everyone's like, oh, I couldn't do that because that'd be so embarrassing. And like, oh, you didn't know my friends. And he's like, I was terrified. He's like, I was shitting myself, sweating. And he sent it anyway. And I was like, dude, I love that. So I got him on, like, interviewed him about it. And basically we figured out that he's over the messages he sent from people in his phone, just contacts and texts, like basically the specific messages basically saying like, I'm not sure, I've just launched this. Does anyone come to mind? Or is this something that you might be interested in or something like that about online coaching? And we figured out that every single person in his contact list may as well have given him $40. That's the revenue generated. He may as well have just texted every single person on his phone and said, hey man, here's a payment link for $40. Just get that done by the end of today, please. That's basically what happened, because the amount generated from the clients he got from that, I think it was maybe 8 clients, 11K total, and he messaged about 280 people or something. He booked like 15 calls. And I was like, that is so cool. Because there's people like, that you haven't even thought of in years that you just like open up your contact list and go, fuck, who is this guy again? But who cares? You send the message out and you see what happens. Like maybe you'll get onto someone. And that's what I think is really cool. So a lot of people I think are like scared of doing that. Like they're scared of having conversations with some guy they met like in uni or something and they haven't spoke to in a while. It's like, who cares? You weren't going to talk to him anyway. Just fucking say something. Or someone you went to school with and you're like, oh, I don't want them to. Who cares? It's just like, you just send the message. Like if you really want it, you'll send the message. So that was cool. Lockie did 22 in the month. That was really good. One of the guys, 10K already, but swamped with the client work that's been happening. I was like 10 days into the month, already made 10K. It's a very good problem to have. So shout out there. This was cool. 100K in revenue organically since joining. So how it does a lot of like really good content first and foremost, and not a huge following, but when he promotes his stuff, he's good at promoting it. And that's what is good to like organically like talk about your shit like it's actually really good. Don't just go, oh, better put up a CTA now. Like talk about it like it's actually proper. This was really cool. This felt like I paid this dude, which I didn't. He said, I turned my laptop on to do some work, but there's nothing to do. Just take calls in the morning and make money, because he just like went up to Bali for a bit. Can't thank you for the mentorship, dream come true. So that was like really cool. It actually looks like I paid him for it though, because like, he's like, just turn my laptop on. I can't even do much work. I just take calls and make money. I'm like, said I'm sharing that. Oh, and this is a cool thing. This right here, if you can see this pool is actually a screenshot from this place that I booked. So funny story. That's what I decided to do this month was I decided to get like a crazy villa. I thought it wouldn't be nuts if I just get like some mental villa, like a mansion, and let some of my top guys just go there and hang out in Thailand. That was like my thoughts. It was like, let's let's do that. And so I had this place in mind, and I ran it through some of the guys, and everyone's like, that looks pretty sick. Like, Koh Samui would be awesome. And I was like, done, because me and Iz had planned a family trip, like with my family and my girlfriend Iz, and we're going to go to Thailand anyway at some point. I knew it was coming up. It was coming up soon. And so I checked, and then I grabbed the dates, and I was like, sweet, that's the dates, let me lock this in. And so then I quickly penciled it in on Airbnb, and I never book shit in advance. Like for example, I'm going overseas in 2 days. I'm going to Hong Kong, literally in 2 days. I booked it last night. That's just how disorganized I am, because I like to wait for stuff, and it's silly. So, but today I'm like, you know what? I'm going to book this. I'm going to book this Airbnb because I don't want to make promises and then it doesn't go ahead for whatever reason. Like if some natural disaster hit and I'm like, sorry guys, I can't book it. I thought, you know what? I'm going to be there no matter what happens. I'm booking it. So I booked it on Airbnb, and then I told Iz, I'm like, by the way, we're going to Thailand. Book this crazy mansion. Look at this shit. And she's like, oh, that's the wrong date. And I went, oh. And it was the wrong date. I booked it for 3 weeks difference. So that was expensive. It was an expensive mistake, but I thought, fuck it, we'll do it anyway. I've already announced it. Dates have been made, and I couldn't, it's long story short, now it just has to go ahead. So I'm booking this, already booked it, this mansion for online coaches, basically to hang out and just fucking chill. This is what I think would be really cool. Just hang out, just like cruise together, do some workshops. We'll learn some stuff. Might have some speakers that come in, but otherwise we'll just like train, eat, chill. I think it's really cool, like me working with a niche of people like myself, because it's really fun. So like, yes, we help them level up, and it's like, business stuff, but it's also like everyone's got real similar goals and like interests. Everyone likes going to the gym, obviously. It'd be pretty weird if you're an online coach, you didn't like training. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be really cool. So I don't really know how it's going to go down exactly, like what that's going to look like, having just that many people in a villa and just go like, all right, do whatever you want. Like, I feel like it's going to be pretty fun. So that's coming up soon. That'll be interesting, because like I wanted to make something that is just, I don't know, a really fun way to bring like the community together, and in a way that also like you would never do by yourself. Like who is going to get a 14-bedroom house in Koh Samui for 4 nights? Like just for fun. Like no one. I wouldn't even do that, but I did it because I'm like, oh, well, now everyone can do it. So that's going to be cool. I'm curious, like I might leave like a couple of spaces open in case people want to like purchase a ticket to join. I'm not sure yet. I might do that. I might leave it open. We'll see. But that's going to be cool. I think that's going to be really fun. So that place looks insane. It looks really ridiculous. And Thailand's awesome too. I don't know if you guys have been to Thailand, but it's like one of my favorite places. It's so sick. And we did Koh Samui maybe 2 years ago. And I tell you what, the only thing I remember from Koh Samui was durian. I don't know if you guys have had durian before, but durian is like, it's meant to be the fruit that smells like foot, basically. Like most people open it, the fruit is banned in public places. But in Thailand, like you can get it everywhere. And me and Iz never tried it before. So I was like, fuck, I'll try it. The guy cracked one open, starts cutting it. I smelled it on my feet, like proper. It does smell like someone's dipped their foot in like off chicken, and then maybe like just put a bit of like caramel sauce on or something, because it's a bit of sweet. And ate it. First bit, it kind of like felt like a banana mixed with a mango. That's what it feels like. And then it actually tasted really good. So part of me was like, fuck, do I like feet, or am I just culturally diverse? And it's the latter. I don't actually like feet, but the more I was having it in Thailand, I'm like, this is actually like fucking good as. So it became like the favorite fruit. Now we were staying in a decent sized villa where there's like a few couples. It was like me and Izzy, and it was like Lewis and Sav and Mendoza and Kayla, his girlfriend. And then we were just chilling in there together, and me and Iz would buy durian like every day. So we just bought durian and would keep it in the fridge. And what they didn't realize was we actually bought it every day and just like kept eating it, replacing it. And if you leave it in their fridge, like, or anywhere, it will literally smell out the entire place. That's why they banned this fruit. And we just left it in the fridge and until like we wake up in the morning, and Lewis was like, he's English, and he's like, I'm gonna try to do his voice. What is that smell? No, it's not his voice. Let's just do Jason Statham for now. He'd go, what the fuck is that smell? And I'll be like, oh, that was the durian that we bought like ages ago. He goes, why is it still there? And I'll be like, oh, because like we're gonna have it later. It's fucking hell. And so then we just keep buying it and stinking the place out, because it actually tastes good. So that's a bit of a rant. If you've had durian before, you'll know what I'm talking about, because it's like smells fuck but tastes good. And then you get it there and it's cheap as, but then otherwise it's like literally the most expensive fruit in the world. It doesn't make any sense. In Singapore, it's like literally $80 for a piece of fruit. So yeah, I don't know, but will there be durian when we get there? Maybe. No, I won't actually do that to the guys. I won't bring a smelly fruit and go, welcome, smell my feet. I'll keep it durian free, but I'll be having some. You bet your bottom dollar I'll be having some myself. I've got some videos I want to pull up. There's some funny videos I wanted to kind of like pull up on here as a little. I've been doing reaction videos lately on Instagram because I never did them, you know, because like I think like reaction videos for me has like when I see them sometimes, it's always like taking the piss out of someone. Like it's always really, and I always think like, damn, if that was me and someone was really taking the piss out of me and I saw that, like I just feel shit. And so then I've always been like, I don't want to do that to someone else if they're going to feel shit because of me. Like I've always just, I don't know, maybe if they're like the devil, if they're just a loser human, then yeah, okay, I could do that. Wouldn't feel too bad. But if they're like just a decent human and I'm just ripping, I feel bad. So I never really did reaction videos, but lately I've been doing them in a way that isn't really, you know, it's actually uplifting sometimes, might not be taking the piss. It's just kind of like a commentary, which is okay. And it's been a bit fun. It seems to be doing well. And another kind of form of content that I was trying to do, because I was like looking back on my content, I'm like, what do I need to fix or change? And what can I do differently? So I always like tell people, I'm like, let's look at your content. What do you need to fix? What should you do differently? And mine, I'm like, interestingly, my content like strategy lacked storytelling and it lacked some of the old entertainment stuff I used to do. That's why I started doing some reaction videos again. And it lacked some connection, like of just like my genuine thoughts and voice and stuff. And I was like, oh wow, I actually don't talk about my like, you know, things like connecting with people, like things that I love, things that annoy me. And I started having to write a list. I'm like, damn, what are things that annoy me? And I'm like, I don't even know. And then on one hand, I'm like, there's nothing. But then on the other hand, I'm like, no. There's everything that annoys you. And I'm like, true. So I started writing a list in my notes. I'll see if I can find it, of like things that annoy me. And I'm like, you know what? There's some things that is just irrelevant, like people in airports, you know? And I'm like, that doesn't apply to anyone. But I think as soon as someone goes into an airport, they lose all concept of what it means to be a human. They literally just go in zombie mode. And then there's that yellow line where you're supposed to like wait for your bags and they just ignore it. And then they just stand over that. Then they get on, and let's say they're just before they're on the plane. And then as soon as the plane lands, they're standing to get off as fast as possible so that they can get to that baggage fucking thing and stand over the line before everyone else. Like it drives me crazy. That's like the first thing that came to mind, but I'm like, it doesn't relate to anything. It's completely irrelevant. But still, biggest, and then I'm like, I do get annoyed by shit. It's like the biggest thing. I wrote down the stuff that I think was like relevant for me. And I'm like, and I'll read them to you because I found the note. What I said was, what annoys me? Naggers. If you've seen South Park, you'll get that. People flexing online so you pay them. That's like the first thing that came to mind. And I think maybe because I see this like all the time, but it's like, and you guys, maybe you do as well, but you know those guys that will just like post the shit that they've got or like whatever it is. And there's like a subtle implication that like you too can have this if you just click the button below. Like and usually it's not even subtle. It's like, you want this? You want to know how I got this car? You want to know how I got this, like this fucking villa here? Then you click below and that's what's going to happen. Now, I don't know. There's a lot of scammy shit going on, whether that's like random courses, whether that's like pyramid schemes. I mean, there's a lot of dodgy mentorships as well, I'm sure. That's why I'm like, it does give me a bad rap. And you know, don't get me wrong. I'll jump in the Porsche every now and then and be filming shit, but I'm not like, it's just because it looks cool. I'm not like, hey, this is what's going to happen if you sign up. You know, like I've heard of people on sales calls that will literally tell people, do you want to get the Porsche or not? And then it's like, that's just, I don't know, pisses me off a little bit as well. And then I think, what was the other one that annoyed me? I think people who make business sound very, very complicated to keep people in the program for a long time. That's like one thing, but I won't go too far on that. I think in general, what was annoying me a lot was like, and this has annoyed me for a long time, industries copying, just all this copying that goes around, like always copying other people. There's no originality anymore. When I started posting, makes me sound old, but like you had to come up with shit yourself. And nowadays, it's so normal to copy everyone else that no one really cares anymore, I think. But even still, the people who, like if you can be original, I think you'll always do better, personally. Because you will stand out and you can keep replicating that because you're standing out for a reason. So I always think originality will win, but people still just copy flat out. They'll copy the same structure of a reel, like, and then think that formula is going to work forever. It's like, how can it? Because once more people do it, it loses its originality and therefore it loses its like, who cares anymore? So that's what I found is like, it's crazy because maybe 2 years ago, you could tell someone, here's the exact formula for a reel. Say, stop doing this, do this. And then it's like, whoa, the negative, oh wow, that goes viral. But now it's like when everyone's feed is stop doing, and there's no actual value, it's going to lose its potency, diminishing returns. It doesn't matter anymore. You may as well do the opposite of that. So like, instead of copying other people, do the opposite, do the different thing. Speaking of copying, we actually had a brand directly copy us, like, because me and my brother have a pajama brand and slash potato, and so we have always made, like, I don't know, fun kind of. I'll show you the imagery. Fun designs, like, and you guys can let me know if you think this is a direct rip. Maybe it's not. We contacted the company. I mean, I think they mean well. The owner said, look, we didn't know, it wasn't us. Our design team did it. We didn't copy or whatever. But I mean, that's why I won't name names, because, like, benefit of the doubt. But I mean, it's interesting to me. So this is like our designs. We've got like ice creams, little cute characters, and evenly spaced. We did this spacing as well on purpose. There's not much going on. It's just kind of like a nice print. We designed the print ourselves. Sunday sesh, it's got a nice pun on there. That's what it's kind of cool. Let's look at what they launched theirs with. The resolution ain't so good there. Life's batter. So it's a pancake, and it's got cute little pancakes and cats and characters spaced out kind of evenly. There's a little fabric swatch there. So I don't know. That, to me, I'm like, that literally looks oddly similar, but just doesn't have the fabric effect, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't copy it. Maybe the brand didn't copy us, because we fucking took a long time, a lot of time and money spent to come up with every single thing, because we didn't piggyback off anyone else. A lot of money invested in this. Anyway, maybe benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't actually copy. Could have been just like random chance. Everyone does patterns. This was our famous pajama short we designed. Interestingly, we got these silicone dipped drawstrings that everyone really loved. We got them the first thing we did right with this brand. And in the waistband in Melbourne, we made these pajamas in Melbourne, and our manufacturer, we couldn't figure out a way to get the drawstrings and the waistband in a way that made that actually looked good. We had all these prototypes, because what happens is the drawstring would poke out. If you imagine it poking out of a pant, then it all looks a bit unneat where it comes out of. So we're like, how do we make this flow and look nice? And so our manufacturer in Melbourne, this is about 4 years ago, said, oh, let's actually put the waistband within, we'll make this thing where we'll basically wrap the fabric around it and keep this middle bit, which shows the fabric, and it's like a bit of a gap. So that's where this kind of design was born from, to show the drawstrings coming out, and this, the fabric will go through the top there. Okay, that's ours. They did it. They did it. If you even look at the shorts, it's like they just took the exact same cut. I'm like, come on. The silicone dip, the drawstrings there, the way that the cut of the pan, I'm like, bro, same product. So yeah, maybe that's why it's annoying me. People are copying the shit, because yeah, you can't stop people from copying them. You can with copyrights. We've got a few things that we copyrighted, but we're obviously not going to do anything. It's cool. It's fine. We hit them up and they're like, this isn't our main thing. It's all good. I said, that's fine. Whatever floats your boat. But it was, I guess it's flattery, maybe. That's okay, I suppose, if it's making sure we're doing good stuff. But yeah, I was just annoying. That's all. It's just annoying, because the amount of effort you put into something, you just think, damn, maybe where's the credit? But also, it would have been easier for us to just rip someone else's stuff in the beginning. Would have saved a lot of money and everything else, marketing and product. But hey, it's all good. It's all part of business. It's learning. I wanted to pull up these videos. I saw this before and I just thought it was just ridiculous. I literally just thought this was just insane. So, yeah, God. I don't know if you guys have seen this video, but there's a gym fight evidently in India. So it doesn't look like a fight at this point. It just kind of looks like people are just hanging out. But then this crew comes in, and now, they're walking like they're on a bit of a mission. This is not just a casual visit. They're not training, but it looks okay for now. It's fairly amicable. I wonder what they're arguing about. There's something. Dude's left his weights out probably. Maybe. They left a protein shake in the car. Oh, okay. So that's where it kicked. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, no. So there's one guy. There's one guy's copping it. Did you see that? Look at this. Look at this dude who's on the ground. Right? Ready? Look at this. So let's see if he starts it. Okay. Look at the dude in the green shirt. Green shirt. Yeah. He kicked him. He smacked him in the back of the head. Yep. And then he just gets plonk, just wood to the back of the head. And now he's just keeled over the bench while they're going to war. There's a dude swinging swinging a fucking barbell, overhead barbell swings, not in the plan. So they just kick off over in the legs section, I'm guessing. How many objects can someone swing over their head? Meanwhile, old mate in the green is just fucking reevaluating his life choices. He's like, should I really just kick that guy in the back? Or he's considering the bar. Let's do some skull crushes while I'm here. He already crushed his skull, and now he's like, I may as well do some skull crushes. And if you look at this, right here, this is the good bit. Ready? When he starts considering doing skull crushes, right? Let's see. He goes to do it, and he sits on the bench. He's like, let me get my bearings first. Hang on, I can't even see straight. There's no clips on this bar, but it should be sweet. Oh no. And then the weights come off the bar, and then how he's looking at the weights like, what the fuck am I even doing here? Why didn't I have a rest day today? That's how I feel sometimes when I actually get to gym and I'm like 2 sets into leg press and I'm like, why am I actually here? I actually feel this guy. Granted, I didn't swing a large club over my head and club someone in the gym, but you know, I feel it. Mad. I saved another one. What about this one? Guess the dude's just sitting on the side. This guy walks over. G'day, mate. Oh! Has the reflexes, so... Oh, wow. So the guy in the corner is actually... You can see he's actually taking the... Oh! There's 4 plates on one side, and this guy has decided to take all of them off. He literally took all 4 off one side. Doesn't understand physics. And then it bounces, and this guy... That is insane. This guy is actually Spider-Man. Tom Holland grabs it, doesn't even know what he's done. Then he just looks and realizes that he saved the dude, and he's still so chilled. He's just this. That's incredible. And this guy's loving it. He's like, nearly back and kill me. That's amazing. If I was this guy, I would actually feel like such a hero. What does a dude do who fucking launched it? He doesn't even move. Oh, and then he comes around and he's smiling. Oh, that's annoying. He's actually smiling at it. It's a bit annoying. Okay, when his wedding ring does cardio too. Married man tries to flirt at the gym. Let's start. That's his game.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
I'm just curious. I know you don't like coffee. I know you eat cereal.
I know you don't like coffee. I know you eat cereal. I know you have a son.
I know you're
I don't know. How many... Are you trying to guess that she exists? I know you're early 30s. I think you're really pretty. Now it's getting a bit strange. Something about you that's really cool, like just casual. I don't know if you'll have a pizza with me. He did an identity frame. He's like, look, you strike me as someone who's kind of cool, kind of casual. Pizza. And then she's like, your wife won't approve.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Right, no, I won't say unfortunately, because, you know, being married's good. Sometimes you need somebody that just, you have a plan.
Like, it makes us scared women to, like, ever want to get married because we don't know.
Oh, for sure.
They're out of the gym doing that either.
Yeah, for sure. The best scenario, seriously, if you knew my wife, we were all friends, that's different.
Yeah. You hate yourself.
I don't know.
What? There's way too much weird shit in this. This is why, like, genuinely, on one hand, I'm like, girls at the gym, you guys are fine. You're like, you got your shit sorted, you're sweet. But then sometimes I see videos like this and I'm like, if that happened to me, I'm like, not going to gym. Like, if some guy comes up to me and goes, hey, Merry Christmas. First of all, I'd be like, what the fuck? But then if he's like, look, I know you just turned 30. And I know you like coffee, seeing you drink that. I know you have pre-workout. I know you have a little dog. And yeah, you're really cool and casual, so I thought, maybe we get some ice cream. I would be like, what fucking planet are you on? It gets weirder. So then he starts backtracking hard when she's like, what about your wife? He's like, yeah, I'm being strict. Sometimes you have a connection with somebody. He literally just tried to read her fortune. And he's like, we got a connection, so maybe you never know. And then he says, maybe I'm just not understanding this. He says, if we were all friends, that's different. What does that mean? He's like, the bad scenario, seriously, if you knew my wife, like, we're all friends, that's different. I think, what the fuck does that even mean? This is just like, also guys over like 50, don't speak to people in the gym that are women, maybe, that you're trying to hit on and go out for pizza. It's probably a really good one. And God, that's just cringe. He didn't even see the camera either. Or maybe he did, and then he still continued with it. If I see a camera and a mic in the gym, I'm not saying anything, ever. Just because you never know. But damn, I mean, I'm all for filming in the gym as well, you know? I actually think it probably keeps people in check. Like this guy, because people are filming in the gym, he's probably got a lot to answer to when he goes home, and she's like, his wife's like, Merry Christmas. She's like, really? And he's like, what'd you see then? And she's like, I saw that that girl's video. Sorry, she's angry. I saw that girl's video and you're talking all this shit. And then he's going to be like, well, you know, sometimes if you knew her, it'd be different. So it actually keeps people in check. Not opposed to filming in the gym. I think a lot of people like struggle with the idea of filming in the gym because there's so much judgment. But like, you know, maybe I'm not going to judge. I feel like I'll judge people who are like that. Like you kind of need to be reeled in, you know, and people who maybe club others over the head in the gyms. That's why all for filming like that. But if you're just trying to like help out or share your workout or just, I don't know, that's okay. Like kind of get over it. I've never really been opposed to filming in the gym. Obviously, because I was in the gym myself, like dude, that was like, you know, turned into my job. But even still, even when it wasn't my job and I would just be training, if people were filming there, I personally couldn't give a shit. But I don't know, maybe that's just me just being blasé. But I couldn't care less. And when I see other people filming, there's tripods there, I also couldn't care less. Where I draw the line, I reckon, is like, if you're just putting out content and trying to like help people and like build your personal brand, like great, that's awesome. But where I draw the line is when people are like really, really deranged and they're like taking their shirts off and have no like, but they're making noise and shit. Like I've taken my shirt off in the gym before, but I've done it quiet, not many people around, great, no one can see me, all right? I'm not really getting up in anyone's space, there's no one around. Take the shirt off 2 seconds, quick check, quick video, cool, leave it, shirt back on. But I've seen people that are shirt off, rig out, and they're like screaming. They're making a big scene. Like that, I'm like, that's different. Like that's like being a public nuisance. You wouldn't do that in public, any public place. It'd be weird, especially in a gym where people can't really leave until their workout's done. I mean, if you're taking your shirt off and going, yes, after like a set and filming that, there has to be an Indian man that comes behind you and with like a big blunt object, just goes, whack, like that's where that has to happen. There's got to be another Indian guy that runs over with a barbell, with an empty barbell, swinging over his head. Fuck you, bang. That is where that kind of behavior, that's where they're both intertwined, and I think it's okay. Those two things. Without the guy flexing with his shirt off screaming, there should be no clubbing in the gym, you know? But where there is, it's like maybe that's permitted. I think that's probably okay. So moral of the story is, if you guys want to film in the gym, you're going to get clubbed. No, you could get clubbed if you're not careful, but you're fine. Like go for it. Film, who cares? Because honestly, if it's not like really affecting anyone, who actually cares? I think people love to talk shit about how much it actually like that affects them. They're like, tripods should be banned. It's like, why? Just do your workout and you're not going to get clubbed in the back of the head. You're going to be fine. Let them film. Because I think people secretly like to try and make like pressure other people. Like they'll make a big deal out of them filming so that they can like make them feel like shit, which sucks. It's not the point. There'll be the odd person that's like, no, I don't want to get caught on video. Don't get my face on video. I'm literally like, you know, I could go back to jail. It's like, fair enough. But for most people, it's like, and then you can just say politely like, hey, can you not do that? And then it's like, sure, sorry. But for most people making a massive deal out of it, I don't know. Maybe I just don't see the point. Because to me, I'm like, if you want to film it, excuse me. If you want to film it, sweet. Film it. Doesn't affect me. So I don't know, but maybe that's just me being different. I deal with so many people who freak out over like wanting to film in the gym and then like not feeling comfortable enough to do it. So I'm kind of like, you should just let them. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? I get it. Can be don't be obnoxious. That's it. This is like somehow turned into some gym etiquette, but a few tips for just gym etiquette is like, if you're filming, make it quick. don't be obnoxious. That's the thing. Don't be obnoxious, and don't unrack all of the weights off one side of the bar and let it fling. It's common sense. And also, don't have a massive battle in the middle of a gym in India, and don't swing a barbell that you can't forcefully follow through with. You know, like don't swing the barbell overhead and then be stuck there because you don't have the tricep strength to swing it forward again. I saw that happen before. So that's just like, I think, common sense. Don't do that. And don't, you know, kick someone if you can't deal with the clubbing that's going to happen after it. You know, don't ask girls at the gym if they want to get a pizza when they're half your age and and you're married. I think that's common sense. So that's been happening in my world. That's most recent. In terms of what I'm up to, I'm actually going to Taiwan I'm going to Hong Kong in 2 days for just to hang out, and then we're going to Taiwan after that for Izzy's social media retreat. So she's running a social media retreat, helping girls do that, and I'm just going to be there tagging along. And I thought, you know what, not a free trip, I got to pay for it, but trip to Hong Kong and just hang out there. That's cool. I went to Hong Kong with Joel recently, and it was like fun as. So I'm going to go there. Do some normal work. I mean, it's nice to still be able to travel and work. I always really enjoy the process because I enjoy my work more. I enjoy traveling. I'm like, this is great. So super fortunate to be able to do that for the last few years, several years. But the work has always changed. So usually it used to just be like either fitness coaching or vlogging, and now it's like making workshops or doing Zoom calls or just training the team and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be cool. That'd be cool. I'm looking forward to some Chinese food, and then looking forward to planning out this end of year November retreat in Koh Samui. Fuck, I'm tired. Sorry you had to hear that, or it was edited out. Either way, but I'll leave it at that. That's me. Take home points. You guys know what to do. Don't go clubbing in an Indian gym. That's a point. And catch you later.